Well guys, welcome to this video. Today is day 10 on the model farm, so let's get into it. Starting off in here, got the usual. A couple of bits and bobs moved around there. We have Matt in the 3400 down there, clearing out the shed here. So all the cows have calved and out in the field now, so just emptying this shed out ready for storing kit in it. And they're going to create a muck pile so they can get rid of the muck from the sheep shed when all the sheep are out, save them having to do it twice. So they'll probably just dump it somewhere here because it's out of the way, and then we can start putting things in the shed. It's a bit tight because he's got to go in there, reverse, shut the gate, you know, dump it wherever, and then do that over again. But it should just about fit. Well, the beacon just about fits. The 7740 does fit, but it knocks the exhaust, so it's not. And obviously, speaking of the 7740, still part of the nice CI200. Nothing really new in the shed there. 6616 parked up out of the shed for once on the bale spike after delivering the fresh bale to the cows and sheep the other day. And then two herbs trailers parked up, dump trailer and a low loader. Not doing much, so they're just parked up here. Probably will. One of them could go in the shed. I don't know about the low loader. The ramp's probably a bit tall, but I reckon the herbs, the dump trailer could go in there. As you can see, it's had a wash after clearing out some muck, but obviously we'll use it for cleaning out our muck as well. T6 parted up. Not much else going on. 7530 having some problems, so we've got the man from the one of the mechanics, I guess, from the dealership with the JCB van, which isn't come from a New Holland dealership, but the only van they had, I guess, and he's just come to check over it. We tried using it for a job recently and just had problems with it, so she'd start, but then the engine would start smoking and all that, so leave it to the professionals. I don't know the full story, the farmer does. I just know there's problems with it, so he's here to try and fix it. And not much changed here, and as you can see, there's a couple ewes left. There's about 5 of them left in the shed, to lamb that is. They've got a fresh bale there, and in the pens they've got 2 ewes with both singles. So slowly working our way through. We haven't had any triplets yet, so there's a slight chance this will be one of the first years in a while that we haven't had any triplets, for a change. So we'll see how that, if there is one of these has a triplet. I don't know. I think the farmer does, but I just haven't asked him, so yeah. Got Matt's Jeep parked up, and then they've moved a couple of things around. They've got the hurdles, foot bath, oil drum, hay rack there, muck spreader, sheep trailer, mini digger parked back there, just out of the way, it doesn't need to be used right now, Keenan feeder, and the pallet of units. Just keep it closer to the pen, makes sense. I'm not sure if they're using the sheep trailer or if they're walking them straight across the yard, because literally all you have to do is go to the gate here and it's not that far. But I don't know. But I know they have been using it for the weak lambs, the ones that aren't quite yet ready to be walking sort of long distances, or on the hard concrete there, going in the sheep trailer. And the pit's finally empty. Still no silage in it for quite a while, and that's if the weather stays good to get some silage out of the fields. You got the butt brake and the tyres there, cow trailer, bale trailer, and a double bale lifter. Still parked up here. I'm slowly getting through the bales. We've got about 3 weeks left of bales after this week. You've got the chickens knocking about, getting all the worms from underneath the bales. Once the bales have gone though, the bale trailer will be moved along, to make space for another trailer. So there should be 3 trailers along here, and then obviously they'll be moved for when the new fresh bales are made and back in the yard, I guess. Then in the sheep field, it's filling up quite quickly, as you can see. Not any triplets that I can see in the field. There's a lot of singles and a lot of twins, but yeah. So, got farmer's son here. He's literally about to hop off, and he's got a bag of units ready to just feed them here. As you can see, that one's quite interested in what he's doing. But yeah, there's a couple of these are skitty. It's those 2 there, and this one a ski. All the others don't mind the quad. And then there's about 2 or 3 others in the shed there. There's about 6 of them that are scared of anything, which we've had longer than the others, obviously, but they're still scared. But you can't blame them. But yeah, I think they're going to need to get a couple more of them, a couple bags of them, unless they just use the 6 they have and leave it. But as far as I know, all the lambs are healthy, nothing wrong with them. Same with the calves, so hopefully, all being well, we won't leave any this year. Not that we have, but it would sort of ruin the record of the past couple of years. Then, as you'd imagine, the cow field is just busy. Got their bale there has been moved from in front of the shed. These are all out now, and the bull will be in with these in June, so they have about 3 months, and then the cars will be gone, and then it'll be the bull in with them, and he'll go out about October, sorry, not October, August. In between August and October is when he comes, or when he gets taken out, and then the ram comes in, is how we tend to do it. But obviously you give him a couple months and he should have all of them in service, or in calf at least. So yeah, there's about a couple of them that are small. We've got that one there, that one there, and that one there, and all the others, especially the Charolais, are all quite big. 2 Sementals are quite big as well, and the Belted Galloway, which are a very nice looking cow, and it just stands out a bit more compared to the others. But yeah, so by next week we should be finishing off lambing, I'd imagine. And going down the lane here, or the road, the main road, we have our old 5612 on a dual axle Life Williams with a very interesting, a very nice looking JCB digger as well, but not your normal JCB digger. It's a JZ70. Now, as you can tell, the sort of boom or arm isn't your normal one. As you can see, there's a little ram in the middle there, so it's for sort of getting around corners and stuff. So it's quite a different looking JCB to the rest of them, but still a nice looking one, and good for getting in, like in between houses and stuff like that, for digging out ditches and stuff like that. So getting around corners. So I believe he's just collected that from a job there. But yeah, very nice. Then we have the Farmerson's mate in the Mark 6 Golf. Seems like he's got himself a new breastbone sticker. Might be wrong though. But yeah, not done anything else to it by the looks of it. But yeah, he's just heading behind him there. And we've got a van, Mercedes Sprinter, headed home from work, I'd imagine. And then we have the main man himself, the farmer, in the T6080. The cane side trail on the back with a load of dung. So he's helping a neighbouring farmer move some muck out of his shed. As well, he's moving the muck that he had in his pit, because obviously his animals have calved and lambed and what have you. So now they're mucking out the shed. The pit was full, so they had to move the old muck to put the new muck in, and they needed an extra trailer. So gave the farmer a ring, and farmer's helping him out there. So don't know why he's taking it. He might be taking it to the other farm because that's what he does with his own. I'm not too sure. Yeah, quite a full load of muck there, and surprisingly the trailer's full this time of year, because give it a couple of months and should be full of grass hopefully, if the weather stays well, which you never know. Yeah, so he's just doing that there. There is talks of potentially getting another T6080 to replace this, as this one's starting to give trouble and problems and what have you. I'm not sure when that is and how true that is. It was brought up, but I'm not sure if it will happen. But yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know, just in case one time you look in the yard and it's a totally different T6080. But I think she's here to stay for now. I think the farmer quite enjoyed the tractor in general, to be fair. So yeah. So enjoy the guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and bye.